Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rise of the Phoenix, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the best ways to level up your commanders in the mid to late game of Lord of the Rings Rise to War. First off, what do I mean by the best? And I mean the most efficient ways. These will gain you the most EXP per stamina spent and for the amount of troops that you'll lose. These are the ways that I have found to be the most efficient for me. If you know of any better ways, please do share them in the comments down below because I'm always looking to improve my own gameplay. So first of all, let's talk about sweeping. So far, I've discovered that with sweeping, you'll get about 30 to 50k EXP base per 10 stamina that you spend, assuming you have this ring point here. Effortless sweeping reduces the cost from 20 down to 10. The big benefit of sweeping is that it gives you some boosts that you can use, particularly the universal boost to boost your apothecary. And there's also chances that you will earn special tips in the tavern. Oh, look at that. I swear I did not plan this. I actually did not plan this. I did not know that was going to give me a special tip. Let's go check it out. So yeah, this tip gives me 40,000 gold, easy peasy, boom, claimed it, 40,000 gold. You can also get tips that give up to like 80,000 experience, which is a really nice chunk of EXP. Number 2 is probably the most widely known, and that is mock battling. If you have a 300 tile, you can send a commander to mock battle. I'm not actually going to send Gandalf, he's like all the way across the map. It'll give you a base of 50,000 EXP on a 300 tile, per 10 stamina if you have the ring skill for it, and per 1 ring ability point that you spend. You can spend up to 15 at a time if you have your ring skills maxed out for stamina on your commanders and reduction of the stamina cost in order to mock battle. You can also buy these mock battle EXP boosts, and you can use 1 EXP boost per 1 ability point that you spend. If you don't know, you can always buy them once per day from your fellowship store. It's the thing that if you're not buying anything else in your fellowship store, you should definitely be buying this for as long as you're leveling your commanders. Start buying it as early as you possibly can. Start saving them up until you get a 260 or a 300 tile. In general, I do not recommend mock battling before you have a 200 power tile or higher. The higher power tile you use to mock battle on, the more EXP you'll get per ability point spent. The other thing to consider is that during the early game, you're probably going to be wanting to spend your ability points on gathering, potentially long marching, and you won't have the ring skills that really take mock battling to the next level, which is the stamina cost reduction and the extra EXP gain. Also in the early game, you might not have these two maxed out. You really need those 4 skills, in my opinion, to make mock battling super worthwhile. However, the advantage of mock battles is that you don't lose any troops, and your commander doesn't even actually have to have an army. You can give a commander 1 command point worth of troops. Gimli, technically he has 2, but you'll see that I still get the same amount of EXP if I'm sending a full army or if I'm sending a tiny amount of troops. So it does let you use those troops on other commanders while you are mock battling. Alrighty, but let's get to the reason why you are all actually watching this video. I'm going to give it a nice clickbait thumbnail where I'm going to say that you can get 4.5 million EXP per day. And I'm not lying. That's not just clickbait. Let's jump right over to Aowen. Sorry, this is Arwen, not Aowen. So this technique was inspired by Middle Aged Gaming, I believe is his YouTube channel. I'm going to leave a link to his video down below. He did this on Ents. Maybe he wasn't the first, but his video was the first one that I saw. And it inspired me to think about, is there any way I can do something similar? My faction does not have access to Ent camps because we are allied with Rohan, and I imagine they've been taking advantage of it. I haven't actually looked down here. I probably should do that sometime. They definitely have a lot of level 50 commanders, so I believe they've been taking advantage of it. We can't get to Ent camp, so I was thinking, is there any other camp where I could gain huge amounts of EXP using a similar tactic. And I found this area. I'll show it again on the map. I'll even zoom in a little bit so you can see it. Up in this area here, I was just scrolling around the map looking for eagle camps. I happened to actually just be looking for an eagle camp for myself at the time as we were pushing eastward in this campaign. But just look at how many eagle camps there are in this area. It is at least 10. There's probably 15 to 20 here, in all honesty. I mean, just everywhere you scroll in this area, you see more and more eagle camps. The reason these are so amazing for EXP is because they each have, I did not mean to go back home, they're each defended by 2 level 50 armies. They have a reset time of 1 hour as opposed to the 15 minutes of a normal tile. But since there's 2 level 50 armies here, you will be gaining, if we add these 2 up, so we have 80,500 there, 13,500 there. Each of the armies gives you 94,500 EXP. Since there's 2 armies there, if you clear the tile with a single commander, that commander gets 180,000 EXP per 20 stamina spent. Since there are so many eagle tiles up here, and when I first started doing this, not all of these had been claimed. You can just run from eagle tile, so you can battle this one, let its hour reset start, come over here, hit this one, let its hour reset start, come over here. You can just cycle through all of these open camps, getting 189,000 EXP per camp that you clear. The one thing you'll want to watch out for is if you fully siege down the camp, you do capture it, and then you have to wait 1 hour before you can drop it, and then 30 minutes to drop it. But it's not really a big deal because there's so many eagle camps up here. You can just go to a different one. It doesn't matter. And so if we do a little bit of quick math here, we have 189,000 XP per 20 stamina spent, which is 94,500 EXP per 10 stamina, which is roughly twice as good as mock battling. If you multiply that by the amount of stamina that your commander will regen in a 24-hour period of time, which it's 20 stamina per hour, 24 hours in a day, 24 times you can do this with the amount of stamina that your commander will regenerate in one day. That is 4.5 million EXP per hour. That means you can take a commander from level 48 to 50 in a 24-hour period of time, provided you have enough troops to handle the losses, which, maybe we can go back and look at these logs. These eagles are not that bad at all. You're going to lose maybe 1,000 troops per battle with a healing commander like Arwen. So you're going to lose maybe 2,000 troops per tile. 40% of those are going to be wounded rather than actually dead. So you will have to keep your apothecary running. But the big boon of this as well is that these eagles take an insane amount of bonus damage from ranged units. So you can conscript just a whole ton of ranged units, which conscript pretty quickly. I would not use like Arnor tier 4s or any of the ranged tier 4s that take an hour to conscript. I would just bring sharpshooters, sentinels, master throwers, and or bow knights. Like if you want to go super ham on this, you can just have all 4 of your conscription slots be those 4 ranged units, so that you just constantly have ranged units to shoot these eagles with. So yeah, just recruit tier 3s. Doesn't really matter if you lose them. They're super cheap. I mean, I've been doing this all day today, and I have literally basically maxed out resources, and my apothecary is not even looking that bad. I have been letting it run, but I could keep doing this probably 5 or 6 more camps, and then just let my apothecary run overnight, pick it up back up in the morning. So yeah, that is how you can get 4.5 million EXP per day doing this. I'm definitely going to be doing my best to take advantage of this in Season 2. I believe my fellowship is going to be playing Angmar. And if you want to join us, I'm going to leave a link to our fellowship Discord in the description of this video. But that's it for this one. I hope you learned something useful. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking it and subscribing to my channel, and leave a comment down below. I'll see you in the next one. Rise of the Phoenix, over and out.